The beginning of each year comes with hope and motivations for better things than what the last year promised. We make many resolutions, rebrand our lives, and press restart. Like a wise man said, you can't keep doing the same things and expect a different result. So this year, I decided to not just make resolutions, but create a system that helps me achieve my goals and hopefully become the best version of myself. The first chapter of the book of 2025 is done. Let's see how I fared. This is my month in review. Hello, hello, hello. Happy new month, guys. So I was contemplating on whether to do this video because I'm not following the traditional 12 month year system or a 12-week system. So I was like, oh, should I film this video now or should I wait the end of the 12 weeks? I realized that the end of January coincided with the end of a quarter in my own timeline. So I decided to film this video anyway. So here's a roundup of how my first quarter in my 12 weeks year plan went. I did this wrap also on IG in carousel form, so if you want to check it out, feel free to go there and check it out. Also, you can follow me on IG. My handle is created by Gems if you're interested. Okay, let's get into it. So first off, business wins. So in this month of January, I booked 2 clients. So one was a repeat client from last year and one is a new client. By new client, I mean a family member. The family members can be good clients too. So I had a repeat client and a new client, which was a family member. And this just shows me the importance of doing good work. When you have done good work the first time, it's highly likely that the person you did the work for will come back, run it back and say, okay, let's work together again. And the person really knew my value and increased my price, my payment. She paid more than I charged for that particular service, and it was really interesting. For my income this month, I earned significantly less than what I wanted to earn. So basically, last year, after after the year was done, I did a review of my month on month. Basically, because I'm a freelancer, my monthly income varies based on the amount of work I get to do per month. So at the end of the month, I kind of do an average. See an average I mean? I think it's an average of all the money I earned in the year divided by 12. So that gives me a rough estimate of what my monthly income was if I was earning a monthly income. And I projected that this year I want to earn is almost 100% higher, because my first year of freelancing, basically last year I doubled what I earned in my first year of freelancing. So I projected that, okay, if I was going to double it again this year, this is what I should be earning per month. But I didn't get to that goal this month, so I hope that by next month or the months that are coming up, I will also get to that goal. It's looking promising for February. We'll see how that goes. But I didn't hit my monthly income. It just gives me okay, what can I do better? Do I have to market my services more? Do I have to find another way to market apart from content creation? So these are some things I've been thinking about. So actively seeking out clients and stuff. So I was watching the video from Adeife and it gave me this idea. I like Adeife. I don't consume her content that much, but if I see it on my recommended on my For You page on TikTok or as I'm scrolling YouTube, I will watch. But she said I saw a video from her and it made me start considering actively reaching out to people, companies basically offering my services. So I'm not a fan of cold pitching, but the way she described it, I think I can do that. So yeah, those are some things I'm considering on the business front for next year. So now we're going on to personal highlights. So my personal life, how's my personal life go in this month or this first quarter? My first quarter basically, how did my personal life go? So I had a goal of working 8k steps per day, because last year or in the last 2 years since I started freelancing, basically I don't leave my house because I'm an introvert of sorts. um I've gotten more extroverted as I've grown older, but at my core I'm an introvert. I can stay in my house forever. That's I don't see really to go out. So, and because of that, I didn't have a lot of physical exercises. Now I've not gained weight noticeably or anything, but my stamina is bad. I have bad stamina because I don't go out. Anytime I leave my house, when I come back, I feel like they have hit me with like a brick, and just like going out. So I can just go and like for out for like 20 minutes and come back and feel really tired. So I don't go out a lot, and so because of that, I decided that this year I was going to take my physical health like better. So it doesn't like I'm trying to lose some weight, but that's not the major thing. I'm just trying to move my body more. Yes, so I promised myself that I was going to be going on like steps, like I was going to go on morning walk, so 8k steps every day. Now in the month of January, or in the first quarter, I keep saying the month of January because it's a January roundup, or it's my own first quarter. So in the month of January, I walked roughly about 176k steps. So that's like across the whole month. So now, did I work every day? No, I said I won't be working on Sundays, but I also miss some weekdays. Maybe I had to do something, I had to go somewhere or something, so I couldn't work like that day. But I worked, I think, out of, if you remove all the Sundays in January, I have 27 more days. So out of 27 days, I think I worked 22 days, which is good enough from like last year when I didn't work at all. So basically, that's something I did for my physical health. For my spiritual health, I started last year actually. I actively started joining like morning prayer sessions just so that I could like stay on track on my devotion. So basically, I I have issues, like I don't have issues praying, but I just need something that will hold me account. Like if there's an activity to do that will keep me on track, like you have to pray today. So I decided to basically to use that platform to just make sure that I actually prayed every day. And so for the month of January, I joined every morning devotion section. So I didn't miss anyone. If I missed like one in the morning, I'll do it in the evening. So I think I missed just one day that I didn't like do the morning devotion in the morning or in the evening. Yeah. So that's my prayer life. Is good. I would like to improve on it, like minus outside that specific time, 6 to 7. I want to add other prayer times. I'm thinking in the evening, but we'll get there, sha. What again do I do spiritually? Okay, yes, I finished the book of Genesis. I got through Genesis, guys. That's 50 chapters, and I got through 50 chapters of Genesis. I've started on Exodus already. So I'm using YouVersion Bible Bible project. I'm doing the Bible project devotion on YouVersion Bible. So I finished the book of Genesis. Yeah, I'm trying to read the Bible in 1 year. We'll see how it goes. I finished the book of Genesis in January. What again do I do personally? Yeah, I didn't spend money recklessly. Yeah, I didn't have a budget for January because as a freelancer, I finished all my money in December basically. Like not all my money, but like most of my money I finished in December. So I knew that January was like, oh, drink Gary and stuff. So I didn't have a budget like that for January, but I survived, and now we're in February. We give God thanks. So yeah, financially, like I said, I didn't make up to projected income, but I made money, sha. That's consistent income every month is better than no income. Now, what did I learn in the month of January or my first quarter? I learned that if you decide to do something every day, don't think about it in, oh, I have to do this every day. Just take it one day at a time. For example, I said I was going to be working every day. Now, I'll be like, oh, if I, like when I first started, I was like, oh God, I said I'm going to work every day. That's too much. But I said to like get rid of that mindset and say, okay, every morning is a decision to push myself to work. So I don't think about what will happen the next day. I just think about when I wake up, I think about, okay, Jemima, you promise yourself you're going to walk. Just stand up and take a walk. Some mornings is very hard to get up, like this morning that I'm speaking to you, I'm recording on a Tuesday morning. This morning, I said I was not going to work. From yesterday night, I decided I was not going to work. But this morning, I was like, okay, just walk. Like, you won't die. I didn't do my 8K steps, but at least I walked. At least I showed up for myself. So that's something I've learned. I don't borrow tomorrow's worries into today. Even the same thing goes to my finances. As a freelancer, my finances are not secure, but I don't borrow tomorrow's trouble to today. I do what I can today. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. So I don't borrow tomorrow's worries and bring it to today. That's something I learned. So every decision, every habit you want to cultivate, don't think about it in the duration of time. Like, let's say I want to read a book every day for 30 days. What you have to do is just think, I want to read a book today. When you read a book today, you have accomplished your goal. The next year, I want to read a book today. So that's how you do. That's how you accumulate consistency. That's how you consistently show up. So you don't have to show up at 100% every day. You can show up at 2%, but at least you showed up for yourself. That's something I've learned and I've practiced this month. Another thing I've learned is building a network. Even as an introvert, my network is very limited, but at least I've invested in trying to form some new relationships. So building a network of people doesn't necessarily need for work, but just people around you, people that can do stuff that you can't. Building a network of people pays. Creating content pays in the long run. Like, not creating content, basically putting yourself out there pays in the long run. Like I said, so my 2 clients that I got this month are like repeat clients from last year, and how I know that person is from a relationship I've cultivated, and my family member, because she knows what I do and she sees what I post, so she's confident in handing over her work for me to do for her. So building a network pays in the long run. Like, I'll have like maybe a video talking about how to get clients and stuff. All the clients I got, I don't think I got like myself, somebody new reached out to me last year, with the exception of like one person. I don't think anybody new reached out to me last year. All the work I did, freelance work I did last year, were result of referrals, like from past clients or my past clients coming back for new work. So like I said again, do good work, cultivate a relationship. Don't see your clients as just cash cows, basically. See them as people that want something good for their business. And when you're working for them, so far you've worked for somebody and you had a good experience with that person, adopt their business as your own, like as part of things you are invested in, as part of things that you want to have impact on. So if you see like a random video that I think will help that business owner or your clients, send it to them, send them resources, be available for them. It will help them retain in their memory and they want to refer it to like new clients. So basically, that's what has worked for me, Sha. And that's basically lessons I've learned in this month. Now I've spoken about things I learned, things that have gone well. Let's talk about my challenges I faced. So I'm launching a pre-made logo or brand kit for small business owners, personal brands and creators. And I had a survey because I didn't just want to go into it blind. I wanted to make sure that I had inputs and see if it's a viable thing for me to invest my time into developing. Obviously, if you go on like Pinterest, Etsy, you see things like that, but does it work for the Nigerian market? Because that's basically the market I'm targeting. So I wanted to like get input, but people didn't fill out my surveys. It's very hard for you to get people to fill out surveys. But I created a wish list and 3 people indicated interest for the wait list, but they didn't fill out the survey. So basically, I'm plugging my survey again. It's going to be in the description. If you're a small business owner and you're watching this video, you want to start your personal brand and you're watching this video, join my wait list and fill my survey. I appreciate it. So that's one thing I didn't do. I had in my 12-week plan, you can watch the video here when I explained it, that I wanted to have like a survey, a research report. I was not able to do a comprehensive research report because nobody filled my survey. So that was a letdown from this quarter or January. That's something that didn't happen for me. Another thing that didn't work out was completing my weekly objectives. So like I said in my video about prepping for the year, I have a weekly objective, and most weeks I achieve everything on my weekly objective. So I don't know if it's issues of I'm putting too much things to achieve, or I'm just careless with time. I think it's a balance of both, like it's a mix of both. So it's not on one extreme, it's in the middle of that. So I know for a fact that I don't spend my time well in the evenings. Once it's like 6, from 6 to when I go to bed, which is about like 10 or 9. If I don't have a set bedtime, I go to sleep anytime, but I wake up 4:30, 5 o'clock ish in the morning every day. But I don't have a set bedtime, so I can go to bed around 3, but I know that around like 6 latest I should stand up from that bed. So that period of time is unaccounted for. I don't know how to manage it well. I mostly use it to watch movies. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I actually said I wanted to reduce the amount of movies I watch this year, because the only like form of escape I have is movies. If I start reading a book, I only read books when I don't have much work, because once I start reading a book, especially non-fiction, especially fiction, not who's reading non-fiction, especially fictional books, I don't drop it until I finish. Until I see the last page of that book, I can't stop reading it. So I dedicate time to reading. I have specific time when I read, when I don't have a lot of work to do. So my my relaxation is mostly watching YouTube videos, watching movies, and that's what I use my evenings to do. Sometimes even in the daytime when there's no lights because of unstable electricity. Once I can leave my chair and go to my bed, I always find it hard to come back. So what I hope to do moving forward is dedicate enough time, basically, on my schedule. So before I go there, another thing that popped up was me having like surprise project. When I say surprise project, like client project that I've not budgeted into my week coming up suddenly, and me having to incorporate it into my week also contributed to me not achieving some things on that list, right? On my weekly to-do list or my weekly objectives. So I think what I should start doing is that I should make allowance for clients' projects. I don't know why I'm not doing that, because clients are one funding my lifestyle. So I actually make allowance for them on my calendar. I don't know why that didn't I don't know why that didn't like occur to me. So basically, I have to make allowance for, I may have a client's project or an additional client project to the one I'm working on. So I have to give time for that in my weekly schedule. If it doesn't not happen now, I can replace that time with other things. But with the mindset that it will happen, basically, I have to give allowance to that and reduce the things I have to achieve every week. And then I have to take control of how I spend my time. So I do time blocking, but my time blocking ends, like I said, because around like 6 o'clock, that's when you have to make dinner and stuff. So that's a break and interruption. So I have to like budget time for cooking, spending time with my family, then going back to complete like additional tasks. So that period of time, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, is not lost. So that's basically things I want to change in this next quarter or in the month of February. And so that brings me to the end of my monthly roundup. I want to know how you guys January went, and please let me know in the comments. Please engage this video. Let me know. I'm truly interested in how your January went. I saw something that you don't somebody said that they don't classify their months as bad or good. It's just a month. Good things happen and bad things happen. So I don't want to say, was your month bad or good? Just tell me what happened. It can be positive experience, it can be negative experience. The world is going through a lot now, so I know that this January has been a lot for so many people. Feel free to share your experience with me. I'll be reading and replying in the comments, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. And please fill out my survey. Please, I beg of you guys. So bye now. I'm going. Bye.